Hey everyone, this is Michael again, and welcome to another movie review. And man, you don't know how pissed off I am right now. Oh my god, from watching this fucking movie. Uh, this review is going to be on the reboot of Fantastic Four. Stars Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Kate Mara, Jamie Bell, Toby Kebbell, Reggie Cathey, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, and Tim Blake Nelson. Just finished watching the movie, and I'm going to sum this up. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. You know, I was looking forward to this movie after seeing the trailers. Trailers made the film look good, and I was like, you know what, this doesn't look that bad, you know. I'm going to look forward to it. Then I saw the reviews, I'm like, wow, people are really shitting on the movie. And, you know, like I said, I just got done watching the film, and I agree with the critics. It fucking sucks. It sucks dick. But, you know, it's basically, this is what the movie's about. It's a whole reboot. You know, you have the origin story again. It's about Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic, played by Miles Teller. And at first it takes place in 2007 when the film opens, and he's a young kid, and, you know, talking about, you know, how he wants, you know, build like a time machine to go into a into another dimension. And it's basically that. And also Ben Grimm, played by Jamie Bell, they meet. Him and Reed Richards meet, and they end up working together on this teleporter. And then Miles Teller's character, Reed, gets approached by Franklin Storm, who is a professor, played by Reggie Cathey, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And he is the director of the Baxter Foundation, which is a government research institute. And while Miles Teller is there, he is recruited to that institute along with Storm's children, Sue Storm, played by Kate Mara, and Johnny Storm, played by Michael B. Jordan. And I'm going to get to the problems with the movie after I explain what the plot is. And the machine that Reed creates is called the Quantum Gate, and the experiment is deemed successful. And after that happens, Dr. Harvey Allen, played by Tim Blake Nelson, assembles Reed, Johnny, and Ben, and also Victor Von Doom, played by Toby Kebbell, out there, sends them to this dimension called Planet Zero, and they get sent there, and all this crap happens out there, and, you know, they get their powers, and blah 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 blah. That's basically the whole plot to the movie. But yeah, this fucking movie, I couldn't believe how this fucking movie turned out. One thing, it's an hour and 40 minutes. I'm like, it was too short. While I was watching it, it's fucking boring. This movie shouldn't be called Fantastic Four. It should be called Shitastic Four, because it is shitastic. And then, the story sucked. There's not a lot of action in it. In an hour and 40-minute movie, it's like 15 minutes of action in it. When they get to the dimension and they get their powers, that's only one action scene. And then, we see after Von Doom gets killed, and he falls off that cliff where Reed and Johnny and Ben were climbing up. He's basically wasted, Dr. Doom. Also, another thing, they messed up. That's another thing. They messed up Dr. Doom, and they also messed up the Thing by making Thing not wear any pants. And I'm like, we don't want to see Thing's ass. I'm like, we don't want to see. I guess the writers like seeing ass. I'm like, we don't want to see a full moon of rocks. And most of the cast, they weren't even right for the movie. And it's about 95. That's about like a lot of 100% of the movie they fucked up. But the good thing is I enjoy Michael B. Jordan as Johnny Storm. They don't call him Human Torch. Basically, they don't even call any of their names. Like, you don't hear them say Invisible Woman or The Thing or Mr. Fantastic. And the only person they get to call by their like other names is Doctor Doom. And Doctor Doom, how the way he looks like he doesn't look cool as he looked in the first two films. They gave him a mask and the hood and cape and everything. Here he looks like a Terminator mixed with a crash dummy. That's what he looks like in this film. And the whole climax to the film was just so shitty. It was a lame fight. Jesus Christ, man. Like the K. Mara, she played Sue Storm. She was right to the part, but they basically wasted her too. It's just her. She didn't get to do nothing. She just basically sat behind the computer for the whole time. Like she did use her abilities, but it was not a whole lot, though. And you have a scene where Johnny Storm is having this auto race, and I'm like, am I watching a superhero movie or am I watching Fast and Furious? I'm like, what? This film does not feel like a Marvel film to me. It doesn't. Oh man, what can I say more about this film? It fucking sucks. And the good thing that I like is that Miles Teller plays Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. The way how his arms stretched out and the legs in that one scene, I thought it looked cool. It didn't look goofy. Than what Ian Grufford's character when he played Reed Richards in the first two Fantastic Four films. Just the way how his arms stretched in the first two films looked really silly. And it took when they were on the whole planet Zero, it took 45 minutes just for them to get their powers. 45 minutes into the movie, because basically when the film opens up to that 45 minutes, it's just talking. Nothing happens except for that 45 minutes into the movie when they get their powers. It's just really. And the film is bombing at the box office, and I'm glad. And I was about to go see this film in the theater. Luckily, I saw the reviews and saved my money. Because after reading the reviews, this movie, and after just watching it today, this movie would have not gotten my money. And I'm glad that I didn't get to pay for this movie and see it in the theater. But like I said, films bombing at the box office. I think this is Marvel's first film that's bombing at the box office because they had a lot of successes. All their movies were successes at the box office. But so this is their first bomb at a box office. The first film bombing. But at least in the first Fantastic Four film, they actually got their powers really fast. They went through the origin and they got their powers probably maybe 20 minutes into the film. Or 30 minutes, but I prefer after I know the first two films get a lot of hate from people. It's just that the more I see hate for those first two films, the more I like them. They're a whole lot better than this fucking movie, to be honest. And they're thinking about doing a sequel that's going to be released in 2 years, in June of 2017. Who knows if that sequel's ever going to be released because of of the film bombing at the box office. But who knows how much money it would make when the film closes out at the box office when it gets taken out of theaters. So, but Fantastic Four, the reboot. I know Josh Trank directed the film, and I'm like, he directed Chronicle, and I'm like, Josh Trank, how do you go from directing this, which I really loved, I really enjoyed, saw us in the theater, had a great ending, the whole thing where Dane DeHaan uses all his powers in the climax of the scene. That was really awesome. It was edge of your seat action, and you go from directing this to a piece of shit like this film, Fantastic Four. How the fuck? Jesus. And I heard that he hates the film. There was a lot of issues going on behind the scenes, and he told them not to read. He told the cast not to read a Fantastic Four comic. I'm like, what? And then he I think when the film, I think before they wrapped up filming, he destroyed the set because it was probably not, the film was not working out well. So I'm like, wow. And the effects didn't look finished to me, in my opinion, CGI. But yeah, I'm gonna stop going on and on about this film. It's literally the worst Marvel film of this year. It's ranked up there, in my opinion. I rank it up there with Batman and Robin. It's that damn bad, and avoid it. Avoid this film. Do not go see it in the theater. It's not worth your money. Save it. If you want to watch it when it comes on Netflix, on streaming. Unless if you want to see how bad the film is. But yeah. Anyways, that's it for this review of Fantastic Four, the reboot, or Shitastic Four, as I would call it. Thank you all for watching, and avoid the movie. Like I said, avoid the movie at all costs. It fucking sucks. And until the next video, I'll see you all later. Bye.